Banana bread is one of those foods that I love. I had the best banana bread recipe. And so I do kind of miss it. So I'm going to try my hand at a banana bread recipe that I found, but I have cut it down. So I'm not making a whole loaf of banana bread. I'm just going to make as much as we'll make with one egg, and I'm going to make it into muffins. I'm going to start by getting my dry ingredients together. So I need a quarter cup plus 2 tablespoons of almond flour. So here's my quarter cup and my 2 tablespoons of almond flour. And then I need 2 tablespoons of vanilla protein powder. So this is the brand that I'm going to be using. That's kind of just what I have on hand. And again, I need 2 tablespoons of that. You can also use coconut flour, but I, prioritize protein, so I'm going to use protein instead. And then I need my cinnamon, so I need a quarter teaspoon of ground cinnamon. And a half teaspoon of baking powder. And finally, I need 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. And I'm just gonna kind of mix these together a bit. Maybe use one of my bigger spoons. All right, so now I need my electric mixer. I need 5 tablespoons of butter. And I need to beat this until fluffy. Okay, and now I need to add in my allulose monk fruit blend. I need 2 tablespoons of this. So there's 1 tablespoon and 2 tablespoons. And then I need to beat this again for several minutes until it is light in color and fluffy. All right, because this is such a big bowl and I'm using so few ingredients, it's kind of difficult, but it is light and fluffy now. So I'm supposed to remove 1 tablespoon of this butter to use on the top, because you're supposed to add walnuts, I think, to the top. And so this is supposed to be part of this butter that I'm taking out. You're supposed to take out about 1 tablespoon. Is supposed to be like part of that layer. You have the walnuts and kind of like mix them with the butter, and then you have this like layer that you put on top. But I'm not going to do that because I don't like walnuts. I don't like any nuts actually in my banana bread. So I'm going to leave that out, but I'm going to pull it out because I don't want it to kind of mess up the muffins themselves. And it's really just a sweetened butter. So I might even add like maybe some cinnamon to it, and then like we can have some cinnamon butter that we can put on something that like we might have like French toast. I made some bread the other day that tasted like French toast, so maybe like that or something. But it's just a sweetened butter that I'll just kind of keep for something else. Okay, so then I need to add in my egg, which, oh, here it is. So I need 1 egg. And I need to get that beaten in. All right, now that I've got my egg mixed in, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of Greek yogurt. The recipe calls for sour cream, but I use Greek yogurt in place of sour cream. And I need to add my banana extract. So this is the banana extract that I have, and I need 3/4 of a teaspoon. So I've got my 1/4 teaspoon that I'll use 3 times. Well, I got a little bit in there. It's kind of like spilling out of the side, so I don't really want to add a bunch more. So I'll just leave that. All right, and get those mixed. Okay, so now I'm just gonna leave it on low and I'm gonna add in my dry ingredients. It smells good. Okay, I think it is done. Okay, so then I'm just gonna scoop it into my muffin liners. I don't know how many it's going to make. I think it's gonna make 3, but we'll see what happens. So I guess I get 4. I'm gonna get these in my 325-degree oven. All right, here they are. They ended up taking, I want to say it was like 20 minutes. I kept adding little bits of time. So I'm not exactly sure, but I think it was about 20 minutes. I think they are now done. I am going to remove them to my cooling rack, and I'm actually not going to taste them until tomorrow. So I'll be back tomorrow with the taste test. I am ready to try my muffin. Okay, so it comes out of the wrapper like well, it's not like all sticking like can sometimes happen. It is pretty, so when I took it out of the pan, there was quite a bit of butter kind of like on the bottom of the well of the muffin tin. So it is pretty buttery. It's okay. Um, it's definitely like fake banana flavor, which is what I would expect. I really prefer pure banana flavor, but if I was like really, really craving banana bread, I could see that I could have this and it could be okay. Um, I almost feel like there's too much banana extract in it. And that could be because when I was measuring it out, it was also kind of like spilling out of the bottle a bit, which is why I only put in a half teaspoon instead of 3/4 of a teaspoon because I knew there was some spilling out. Um, So it may be that, or it may just be that the 3/4 is too much. I think I would kind of dial that back. The texture is good. The texture is very close to a traditional banana bread, so that's nice. I could see me making these again.